Hello, ThunderEgg here. This video is an extension on my last video on tips and guides on the housing system. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some of the most popular locations for collecting the different types of wood that is currently available in Genshin Impact. There are 7 types of wood in Genshin Impact. Currently 4 are local to Mondstadt, 2 are local to Liyue, and 1 is local to Dragonspine. Let's start with the cedar. So the first location of cedars can be found outside the side gate of Mondstadt. The tree kind of wraps around the entire Mondstadt city, and the other end can be found near the entrance of Mondstadt. The next location for cedar is near the Bright Crown Canyon. It is actually behind all the fir trees here, and if you want to get to the cedars, it is in the location directly inside the boar forest, which is also the best hunting location for boars in this game. The next location for cedar is actually all the way through the Whispering Woods. Most of the trees near the Whispering Woods, near Mondstadt, are cedars. The next location for cedar is next to the Starfowl Lake. It is behind the entire group of birches that are around the Starfowl Lake. If you walk directly into the woods, you'll find a group of cedar there. The next location is around the pond near the back entrance of Springvale. The last location is around the Dupa Gorge. It is actually a mix between cedars and cuihua trees here. The difference is that cedars tends to have somewhat of a green mold growing near the end of the trunk, and also all the cedars here do not have any sort of fruits hanging on them. If you see a tree with sunsetas hanging on top of them, that is a cuihua tree, not a cedar wood. Next, we come back to the Bright Crown Canyon for the fir wood. The fir wood can be found very easily. The next location for the fir wood is near the Sundering Fury domain and also where the game starts. There is a lot of fir wood on top of these 2 cliffs and also on one of the edges of Sandbearer Mountains. The next location is between Cecilia Garden and the route to Storm Terror. There are also a few firs around the edge of the domain, as well as on the other side of the temple. The last location is around the edge between Mondstadt and Dragonspine, near the Dragonspine Adventurers Guild camp location. You can find firwood all around the hills here. The next tree type we'll look at are birch trees. They are distinctive because their leaves are rather colorful, most of the time light green or orange, and their tree trunks are white. The first location is next to Stormbearer Point. There are also a bunch of birch trees next to the Starfell Lake. Next to the new domain near the edge between Dragonspine and Mondstadt, there are also quite a bit of birch trees around here. They can easily be identified by their bright colors. As you can see, there's also birch trees on the other side of the domain as well. The most condensed location for birch trees is next to the Statue of the Seven near the Dawn Winery. The last location is Cape Oath, just under the hill from the teleportation point. There is a good chunk of birch trees here. The next tree we'll talk about is Pinewood, which is local only to Dragonspine. The first location is directly under the Statue of the Seven. The second location is on the snow-covered path near the Frostbearer tree. For the third location, if you start at Albedo's campsite and you walk further into the mountain, along the two sides there will be a lot of pine woods. The fourth location is fairly close to the third location, so we can just travel there. It is just up a cliff. As you can see, there are a lot of pine woods here, as well as some more under the hill. The last location for pine trees are the forest outside the Starglow Tavern. The next type we'll talk about is Sandbearer. The most abundant location for Sandbearer is just north of Minion Village. The next location is in the middle of Dihua Marsh. Please note that if the tree does not look very straight, it will not drop the wood. The next location is all around the lake that is next to the Noblige domain. The second last location is near the Statue of the Seven, next to Liyue Harbor. Also note there is a ruin guard around here. The last location is around the lowlands between Mount Tianheng and this teleportation point. As you can see, these are rather spread out, but there are a lot of trees around here. The last type we'll talk about are the bamboo shoots, which can only be found around Qingce village. If you start from this location, which is next to the waterfall, and walk all the way to Qingce village, which I'll show you here, you can find bamboo forest all around you, which should give you more than enough. I don't know if this is a visual bug for me, but for the location of all the bamboo shoots on top near this shrine of sorts, they will not give me any bamboo. As you can see here, I tried on multiple of them, but I am not able to get any bamboo. For the last location, there is a small patch of bamboo behind Granny's house at Qingce village. That's all the information I have for you today. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. I'm new to YouTube, but I've been playing Genshin since launch, and I've grinded quite a bit for the game, so I would like to share my tips and guides with you guys. Thank you and have a nice day.